Rightio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no worries. You're right. Okay. Okay, testing from North Turramurra. We're about 7 minutes away from kickoff. Northern Tigers, APIA Leichhardt, North Turramurra, NPL Women's.
I should have. It's all my fucking fault. It's always my fault. I didn't score, so it's my fault.
No.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. We've got the Malocchio. There's nothing personal. We actually have the Malocchio. We'll probably get there around 11. Hello? Alright.
Even if we go up, I'll come out and...
Is this real? Thanks, Lexi. Thanks for helping out.
So welcome to NTRA on what is a very special day for the Northern Tigers, and particularly in Beth Bernardi playing her final game for the club. She finishes up at the end of the season, and she'll be hoping that she can get the victory for her side of the APIA Leichhardt contingent. Getting excited ahead of the finals. They're in third place. They can't go any higher unless they lose by a lot and the Wanderers win by a lot. They can't go down the fourth. So they're pretty much in that nowhere land situation. Let's go through the lineups for both sides. For APIA, Kowalski is the goalkeeper, number 31. Chico in 2, Lobo 5, Walker 6, Capitanellis in 7, Fong Song Cam in 10, Letta 11, Jasnos 13, Golding 14, Kesek in 24, Rose 38. For the Northern Tigers, starting 11, Grove 41, Wilson 2, Anton 3, Keach 4, Feeney 5, Grass 8, McMahon is 11, Cartwright 12, Bernardi 14, Hamilton 16, Morris 23. Starting lineup for Northern Tigers. On what is a cool evening at NTRA, expecting to get colder as the evening does progress, but expecting a very good contest between these two sides. Northern Tigers obviously not in the finals for this season. They want to end the year on a strong note, heading into season 2027. Northern Tigers heading into this game. A month ago, they're probably in contention for the finals, but now in 5th place, 36 points. So they'll be hoping to end their season on a high, Northern Tigers. So we're just about right to see kickoff. NTRA. Referee in charge is Lara Hogan. Last week, the Northern Tigers lost the Bulls FC Academy 2-0. APIA heading into this game, as I said, well and truly in the finals for 2026. So let's see what the Northern Tigers can do in the early stages of this game. APIA on the attack. Capitanello's trying to control as the ball is speared across. Northern Tigers will work it upstream. Hamilton. Now goes the way of the Northern Tigers. So just a couple of yards outside of the penalty area. Now will be Anton, who will allow her goalkeeper Grove to take this. So Grove looking at the support she's got. Puts it over halfway. Keeps it in the field of play, Morris. Played downfield by Kissick. Now this is Anton. APIA working it back. Bolovsky. Short pass to her right. Upstein, Maya Lobo. APIA trying to put some pressure, Capitanellis, but Grove is able to stop it. Capitanellis, you can see already trying to terrorise this Northern Tigers outfit. On the throw though, white and green on the home side. Keswick headed it down. Now Hamilton trying to beat the challenge from APIA. Ball will be cleared. Northern Tigers will have the throw. And again the throw for the Northern Tigers to be taken by Josie Wilson. Game pressure on Morris. So it will be Anton. He lays it back. Nice work by Feeney. Up here trying to work it through Walker. She plays it straight out. Throw. Game taken by the Northern Tigers. Wilson lays it back. Wilson once more. And now Anton to Grove. Northern Tigers goalkeeper again. Working it up to halfway. Morris gets a touch on it. The ball eventually goes across to Jasnos, who heads it down. Again, Wilson. Feeney slides it across the Grove. Grove, 11th game this season in the top side. All played by Lobo. Okay, Northern Tigers, early pressure by them. APIA will have the throw. It's been an impressive start by Northern Tigers. As I said, a lot to play for, and a sense of wanting the end of the season the high. If Bernardi playing a final game for the club, finishing up at the end of the season, but also heading into next year, contracts and the like. Morris again. Played down. Now they'll have a second grab here. Walker pressuring. And now Fong Song Cam. Fong Song Cam goes on to Walker on the right. Walker lays it down the line to Fong Song Cam. Walker once more. This is great work by the two. Fong Song Cam again has possession. 2-1 against her. Northern Tigers will win out. She was on a lead, Hamilton. The ball slides across to Wilson. No real control, just headed it down. APIA will have it. Kissick working to her right. Ball goes out for a throw. NTRA. Beautiful facility. In terms of the pitch, it's not have a grandstand yet. Chats about that over the next couple of years, hopefully. Been a hot topic in the area. As Cartwright can control it. Eventually APIA have got vacant land, but Northern Tigers are going to quickly get onto this. Great work by Anton. As Feeney works it across the face. This is Keach. Keach works it over. And now here's a chance again for Cartwright. Cartwright, ooh. The idea was good, probably just a little bit too much to her left. Bobrovsky was called out in that situation I thought. Not cutting the angle off. Kovalovsky working it upfield. Throw to be taken on the dark side of North Turramurra. We can actually see the full moon in the distance. Chico couldn't control. APIA eventually able to clear. The ball slides out for a throw. Jasnos played it forward, but Northern Tigers quickly on it. Eventually worked down by Rose. All bouncing around. Beth Bernardi. Nice pass. Flag was up, offside. McMahon just overshooting. Linesman on this near side calls it. Linesman today are Hayden Burns and Felix Aiken-Bolton. As Kovalovsky looks at what her options are. She will decide to work it over halfway. Northern Tigers quickly on this. The best ball by Lobo in the first place. Kissick works it to the right. Lobo has possession. Letter dispossessed. They go again. Let's see what they can offer up here. Northern Tigers. Morris was coming back for it. She couldn't get to it. And now, rooting forward is Capitanellis. Ball works its way out. Throw will go the way of the APIA Leichhardt side. Jasnos take the throw. Works it over halfway. Capitanellis, nice work. Capitanellis trying to control. Good defence. It was Feeney who was able to shut it down as Anton slides it back to Grove. Now the Northern Tigers through Cartwright. Probably too much petroleum on that ball on that occasion. Morris couldn't get to it. Ball goes out for a throw. Feels like at the moment there's probably a little bit too much on the ball, or they're overshooting, being offside the Northern Tigers, but they're creating nicely, which is a big start for the Northern Tigers. They'll be all guns a-blazing. Of course, Kutnyak with you, NPL Women's New South Wales 2026. Final round of the regular season. Finals, which are going to be all covered on Football New South Wales on YouTube. And grand final day at Cogra. Get your tickets now. St George Venues, I think it's called nowadays. But I think everybody just knows it as Cogra. They're the host of the women's and men's final once again. Walker on the left. And let's see what she can do. Walker works it back inside. Rose. Now Lobo. Isaac working forward. On a lead is Golding. Ball is worked in. Header came down, but just not the right angle for Jasnos. But I worked it back. But up been an absolute goal-scoring freak this season for APIA. Beyond the goal a game, this season led up to score 29. I think she's looking for goal 100 too for APIA in her career. And I'd like to say that she should do it, and the maths says yes, but on the rare occasion this season, she actually hasn't scored in a game. She's been able to score a couple of hat-tricks or 4 goals, if you want to call it a double hat-trick. But she has been absolutely sensational this season. It's now Cartwright working it across. Wilson. And again, it's Cartwright. She lays it back. Anton again, touched off Capitanellis. This is a fascinating start. As I said, Northern Tigers have been the team controlling things. Wilson takes the throw. Morris played it down, but it's won straight away by Rose, who lays it back. Kissick worked it forward, let it control. Northern Tigers again. As now McMahon was on the lead. The ball goes past McMahon. Quickly picked up by Bobolowski. Again. Morris, the target. Kissick played it down initially. Rose will have it, but she loses possession quickly. Now Northern Tigers. Hamilton. That's been won by Jasnos. Now again Lobo. Played back from Chico. Rose. Nice ball by Rose. Fong Song Cam was on the run, but couldn't get to it. And again, Grove called upon. Northern Tigers looking to work it once again. The ball goes out for a throw. This season, how good it has been. Capitanellis also a good season with the boot, not considerably higher than Letta. On 11 this season, but she has been very good from the 23 appearances this season. And has played in all 25 or all 26 now. So they'll have the foul here. APIA Leichhardt. I think in the reserves, it was 1-1. Northern Tigers scoring on the stroke of the full-time whistle. Terrific performance by Northern Tigers. The crowd went absolutely nuts when that goal was scored and the whistle was blown shortly after. It's a cracking game of football. We go back to this one. Ball worked in. Rose had, I think, the distance, maybe needed to be slightly higher. Again, she's called upon. Bit of head tennis going on. Fong Song Cam. And she has got support in Jasnos. She's got Chico. Chico works it in. And a chance for APIA. But I thought it went over the line. And it went over the line. APIA have made it 1-0. And so many times, it is the team with the least amount of possession that scored the goal. And Ashley Letta make it goal 30. And if my math is not wrong, that's goal 100 in APIA colours. Ashley Letta, congratulations. We knew she'd be the target. We knew she'd be the one. And gets the opening goal of the game. So Northern Tigers will have to play from behind. It's APIA in front. Wilson. And now the ball comes to the right to Hamilton. Nice ball on. Again. She wanted to cut it back inside. Wilson touches off APIA. The corner will be had for the Tigers. like to level things up. This will be Lily McMahon. Right foot out swing, we expect. It's worked across. Drops past a few. Wilson is able to work it back. Grass needs to be called upon. She did work it forward. They get the foul. Wilson was taking down the challenge. She heard the APIA coach. Cold evening. Impressive start. As I said, by Northern Tigers in attack, but they just couldn't score the goal. Northern Tigers looking for the equaliser. 1-1, or 1-0 the score, I should say. They haven't changed it on the scoreboard, though. Actually got a goal 30 for the campaign. Now, it is Northern Tigers again looking for the equaliser, but it will go out for a goal kick. I think it was Feeney that got the touch. Amelia Feeney, game 19 for the season. Prior to today, only one goal thus far. Of course, for APIA, we know that they're in the finals. As I said, they shouldn't be dropping at all. Even if they lost today, you wouldn't imagine the Wanderers to pick up the goal difference. Just would be nigh on impossible. But APIA, as mentioned before, they already got the advantage. 19 minutes in. Jasnos to take the throw. She's looking to work it deep. And take two. So Jasnos takes the throw once again. Northern Tigers win possession. Kisik has it once again. Works it back. Now it's Lobo. Played back from grass. Feeney up. And this is bouncing. Oh, I'll tell you what. It's lucky that it stayed in this precinct. I thought for a moment I was about to be hit by the ball once again. Now Fong Song Kam. She wants to get into the action. It's a nice ball. Here's Capitanellis. Capitanellis back. Let up. Has a shot. Wide of the mark. Dash. Decent effort by her once more. Not to be. The score still 1-0 to APIA Leichhardt. 20 minutes in. It is a bit disconcerting not seeing on the scoreboard though. It is definitely 1-0. So this weekend, the final round of the NPL women's, men's seasons, as well as the League 1 and League 2s. Every match in the NPL women's live and free on Football New South Wales YouTube. She comes back for Walker. She's been impactful. Lobo to her right, but eventually they'll have possession again. A couple of moments of Kissick working it forward. Again, they'll have to come back. Foul called, but the way of the Northern Tigers. As I mentioned, that full moon over there, glowing in the distance. What a beautiful sight. Lining up that far side of the dark side of the ground. North Turramurra. Feeney works it to her left. Ball's played back from Keach. Feeney again. Capitanellis couldn't pressure as much as expected. She went to her left when she should have went to her right. Again, it was a cutting run. It's now Morris. She is onside here, according to the linesman. The ball is worked back. Comes on Cam, can't control. Decent roost, but it will be stopped off. Gorbalovsky. Playing a ninth game this season as the starting goalkeeper. She actually had one game where she came on off the bench. 11 non-starts this season. Very good player. Again, it'll be Chico. And now it's APIA again. Walker getting herself involved. Fong Song Cam slides it back. Kissick back to her right. Ball by Golding. So now the ball drops to Jasnos. She's got Litter in the middle again, but she decides to go back to Chico. Gordy up, stopping and propping and working it forward. Again, nice ball by Rose. Capitanellis back. Lobo. Fong Song Cam once again. She works the ball. It's going to be stopped. Again, the Northern Tigers on the attack quickly. Hamilton worked it across. Ball will come back. The Northern Tigers know they need to get a goal in the next couple of minutes, because APIA's pressure is now starting to come into transition. A lovely side to watch APIA when they are on fire. Some fantastic players we mentioned before. We've got the likes of Fong Song Cam, Capitanellis, Letta, Jasnos. The other players that keep on putting in every week. We mentioned Walker, same as Rose. Now here they go again, the Northern Tigers. Ball was played into the middle, but it was quickly fired away. It was Chico in that situation. He's able to work it out. So 1-0, APIA. Golding working it to her right. Lobo delivering a ball down the middle. Northern Tigers have it quickly. Hamilton falls when she was trying to control us. Here's a chance for Wilson. Deviates of APIA. So another opportunity for the Tigers. Attacking the smaller field end of the ground. Nice ball by McMahon. Oof. Couple of players on the deck. That's a ferocious header it would have ended up being. Just smashing her. She's okay. Beth Bernardi, the captain. As I mentioned today, her season well and truly, and her career finishes tonight. 132 appearances in first grade. Third highest women's first grade appearance in Northern Tigers history. 9 years at the Northern Tigers. From the juniors and the 23s in first grade. Beth Bernardi, what a terrific asset she's been over the years for the club. As here's the chance! Over the top from Morris. Not to be. Players warming up from the Northern Tigers on the bench today. Riddell's the sub-goalkeeper. Burton, Orlando, Kazula, Douglas, Visser, Gordon. For APIA, they are on a 6-player bench. Johnston, Lancaster, Pryor, Bothills, Fagale, Lane. It's now Wilson trying to go forward. Cartwright working to her left. Grass working it upstream. Bernardi controlling, working in the middle. Shut down by APIA. Now Letta. Boots it back. It's been won by Northern. And the Tigers on the attack. Wilson. Wilson into the area. Wilson looking for support. Now Cartwright. Cartwright over the top. Olivia was looking for the equaliser, not to be. 27 and a half in. Still 1-0 to APIA.
I know it's exciting to go wider, stay central.
Building here, Hamilton inside. Here's a chance. She can't get the shot away, Wilson. Cleared quickly. So now Letta. She's got Capitanellis on a lead. Capitanellis is wide on the left. Capitanellis again. Letta's now getting herself into position. The ball's worked in, but it will be stopped by Grove. So it's APIA. We've got the goal advantage. The ball comes back to Jasnos. And then it's work to Walker. Walker, she elects to go forward. Fong Song Cam can control. As again, it's Walker. Working it to her right. Chico now gets a ball that goes past Letta. Letta was looking at the wrong side, I suppose. She was ready for it to be on her right, but it went down her left. Probably not to be. Fascinating contest, though. If you're a Northern Tigers fan, you'd be thinking, well, we should have a goal. If you're APIA, you go, well, we've been defending well, and they have been very good defensively. Lobo, able to work it up to halfway. Jasnos hinted it down. It's played forward by the Northern Tigers. This time it's Cartwright, who works the ball to her left. Northern Tigers looking to build here once again. Now Morris is in the middle. She decided to go herself there. McMahon scoots over the top of the bar. As I said, she had Morris in the middle, or in the middle rather. Half an hour in. This is NPL Women's New South Wales 2026. Foul call towards the Northern Tigers. Ball's worked into the area. Again, ball scooting to the right of the goalkeeper. And Golubrovsky. So tomorrow's games, Illawarra MacArthur. That's at 3 p.m. and then the rest of the games will be 5 p.m. Western City Rangers, Bulls, FC Academy, Sydney University, Manly, and Wanderers and Olympic. Or on Sunday afternoon, in the NPL Women's Competition. As we build towards the finals.
First one, can we take what first one?
Chico plays it down. Bernardi was trying to go past Chico, couldn't in that situation. was a game on today in the NPL Women's between University of New South Wales and Hills United. That game did complete just a few minutes ago. Get to see the corner for Northern Tigers. Score ended up there 1-1 from what I can see. Between University of New South and Hills. Back here, corner to be taken. McMahon. And now Bernardi couldn't get herself into a better position there. And the ball dropped down. So they're trying their best at the moment. Northern Tigers want this equaliser. Reminder tomorrow, final day for the NPL men. You'll be able to see all games of Football New South Wales on YouTube. And that is all 8 games, starting simultaneously at 3 p.m. I'll be at Belmore for Sydney Olympic and Sydney FC, which is a vital game for those, well, for Sydney FC anyway. Olympic, final game of the NPL for a little while, heading to League One next year after being relegated officially last week. Olympic take on the Wanderers and the women tomorrow at 5 p.m. As the ball was played down by Capperton Ellis. So now it's Northern Tigers. They're looking to go forward. McMahon. Torn one against her. She's not going to win out here. But I'll tell you what, good effort here by Cartwright. She was dragged to the ground. And now this will be Wilson once more. Saffron Grass. Grass taken down. Foul will be called against the Northern Tigers. It was Walker there that was involved in the challenge. Went to her side the free kick. Ball was booted over halfway by Lobo. There'll be another chance for APIA Leichhardt. Comes on Cam, trying to win possession. Ball drops down for Beth Bernardi. She slides it to the left, and then it's played forward by Keach. Ball comes back. Wilson worked it on to Anton. Anton to the middle, and then played to the right by Grass. Now this will be Wilson. Wilson tries to work it inside. Lobo's there. She plays the ball down the line. And now the ball comes back. Grass couldn't win it. Walker's got it. Walker. On that occasion, couldn't do enough. Now Walker. There's now again, APIA have to play it out for a corner. They couldn't do much. Go out. Now the Northern Tigers will once again reload. Chance for them. So this will be Lily McMahon, an outswinger. Works it into the mix-up. Referee blew the whistle straight away. Flag was up. Northern Tigers not happy. It was Morris once again. Not happy with the call. Trying to argue the toss. Golubolovsky. Bernardi couldn't win it. Laid down by Grass. Nice ball back by Cartwright. Now the end result is, we'll go back to Grove. Grove to Anton. Anton. Nice work by Grass. Grass works it back to Feeney. Feeney on her left. Keach. Now Bernardi. Pressure by Fong Song Cam. Now it's Familton. Familton. Ball inside. Morris can't get to it. Cleared away. Chico was there in time. All played out by Northern Tigers. I think it was Bernardi the last touch. As now here come Apia. Fong Song Cam off the ball. She was taken. Bernardi in that situation, the captain. So it will be Apia once again on the attack. Running to the golf club end. Rose plays it back. Working it forward, and again, Letta has a go herself, but it's wide of the mark. She was pushed down afterwards. Foul will be called, and a card will be given as well. But the free kick will go the way of APIA Leichhardt. So Letta taken down after that shot, it looked like. So here's the chance for Apia to go to a 2-0 lead. 40th minute we're working. On Cam into the mixer. Hit it away by Northern Tigers. Walker comes back for it. Now it's Rose. Fong on Cam. Fong on Cam to her right. Apia again. Looking to build here the pressure. This is smart work. Nice ball down the line. Jasnos has been very key. Jasnos once more. Jasnos to her right. All worked on. Momo getting herself forward in that situation. As the ball from Golding to her right. Fong Song Cam. Coming back is Capitanellis. Fong Song Cam. Capitanellis. And Capitanellis on the left foot. Northern Tigers now able to work it over halfway. Hit it down. Kissick. Kissick again, I should say. Works it to the left. Chico. Ball goes out for a throw. Superb game. In terms of what we're seeing from Apia, it's just another tradesperson's performance by this club. Another final series. Know how tough Apia will be. They make it to Cogra in a couple of weeks. Important performance last week against the Wanderers. Made sure they booked their place pretty much. Capitanellis inside. pretty much more so to book their third place spot, being in fourth. As Rose is taken down. Foul will go the way of APIA, you'd imagine. Fong Song Cam will be called into it. Or will it be Rose? Might be Rose here, in fact. No, this time it's going to be taken by Capitanellis. She looks at the wall here. Two-player wall. Capitanellis. Jesnos comes up as well. Will be Capitanellis. Couple of minutes before the break. Regulation time, of course. It's Capitanellis. And that does spin to the right. Grove finding the go out. Jesnos crosses it inside. Comes back for Fong Song Cam. Fong Song Cam couldn't work it back inside. Northern Tigers played straight towards Golding. APIA once again. Rose. Works it to the right. Chico. And now it's Rose. Lobo. Lobo. Isaac. Contact challenge by Morris. And now here come Northern Tigers. Hamilton taking down the challenge. And now Golding. Headed down by Feeney. It's Northern Tigers again. Jessica gets to it. Quickly working it to the centre of the field. Rose. Walker. Walker. Stopping. Hooking. All right, she'll go. Jessica again. And now what's the option? It's to work it into the middle to Walker once more. Now it's Jesnos. Half time. So 1-0. Initially lit up. And it's APIA who are controlling things at North Turramurra Recreational Arena. Hope you're enjoying all the action. NPL Women's. Can APIA continue this performance, or will the Northern Tigers come back? Remember, Northern Tigers, in my mind, have had most of the possession. Half time, it's 1-0. APIA lead Northern Tigers at NTRA.
Halmerick sending that one out to Morrow. Morrow cutting inside. She gets the shot away and bottom corner there. Excellent shot coming in from Frankie Morrow. Prakash running at the Manly defence. Puts it through to Breyer. Breyer cuts inside, shoots. And there you go, a second goal for Spirit. This time from India Breyer. Gives Manly the chance to go forward. Out on that far side with Dale. She's running in at Pell. And Sienna Dale puts it in and in the back of the net. Manly have one back. Halmerick crosses it in, finds Frankie Morrow, and that is a third goal for Spirit.
The white jersey with green striping, black shorts and white socks. Oh, for Bulls FC Academy, the hosts are on the attack here through Jade Grishon. Cross into the middle, has bounced in off the inside post. And the Bulls have opened up the scoring just moments after half-time. Short pass out here to Daniela Naimi, who's able to get it away from Isabella Keats. Through for Phillips, who's... Flag stays down. Phillips rounds the keeper. Put in by Jade Grishon. Olivia Riddell stands to the assistant referee. Jade Grishon has a brace.
Sakura Najima on the far side. Plummer scored the goal last week for MacArthur in that 1-1 result with Northern Tigers. And there's the opening goal of the day. Goes the way of Western City Rangers. Catalina Wazinski. Malone slides it wide. Amendolia on the tightest of angles. Cross the face of goal. The rebound sits up for MacArthur. Second effort off the post. Third effort, it's in. Santos puts it home. Corner on the left for MacArthur. Cassar swings it into the spot. Headed up and in. Goal comes to MacArthur, and I think it was Santos getting the final touch. On the edge of the area, Najima on the left, off the crossbar. Santos, second effort for the hat-trick. There it is. Now work to crossfield. Rangers, can they do something late? Holder slides it in. Gordon, it's been turned in. I think that'll count as an own goal, but it's a goal to the Rangers nonetheless.
APIA now heavily involved in the Central Coast Mariners. You see a diagonal pass here out to Alvina Koshava. Bending cross, Mia Natali in the middle, and she scores! Oh, danger here. Gulabovsky caught in possession by Musa. Bennett with an open net, and Wanderers have two. So Ashley Letter, who's been starved of chances, wastes no time over the penalty and scores. And APIA are back in business. Exactly what they needed at the start of the second half, and now they might wipe out the deficit in the blink of an eye. Betro caught in possession from kickoff. And as the ball squeaks into the box, Letter lays it off. Fonsong Cam! Comeback complete! APIA have roared back into the game, and it's 2-2. Lancaster is going to chase this all the way up to Annabelle Kroll. Oh, a misplaced pass. Crofts is going to score, and APIA are going to go in front. A misplaced pass out from the back, and it's a total gift to Ashley Crofts. Steele second. Here's Captain Ellis with a low drive. And the follow-up from Jasnos! APIA have got a fourth, and Jordan Jasnos, too much power to be dealt with.
Huxley holding her ground. Murray trying to go around the outside, gets the cross in, and Ashes up. Makes the ball very well at the back post. Sydney University open the scoring in the 8th minute. Owen, they've got numbers on the right. UNSW. Cross comes in, the flick on. The header from Lennon, then Collins equalises for the University of New South Wales. To get your footing on this surface. Collins into the box. Ava Collins off the crossbar. It's there for Hammond. UNSW are in front.
We kick off a little earlier than normal. We kick off for Brooke Hasty as she wins it. But now, a chance now for Illawarra. They win the possession. They'll have a strike. Block there. Strike now, and Illawarra score! Ruby Egan-Brown scores! So pressure now for Maddie Iro. Strike set, and that will do it for Illawarra. Kasha to Tavares. They win the possession here through Sino. Here's a chance now for Tavares. She gets one back. It's not over yet.
Tussle there. Well won by Petkovsky. Tries to shrug off the defender and hits the back of the net. What a wonderful start for Olympic. She hesitated. Should have got rid of that ball earlier, but did really well to win it back. And it's now with Ruby Nathan, who sends it low. Ruby Nathan! I don't know if...
Every week, hundreds of thousands of people turn up around football grounds around New South Wales. Parents, kids, refs, coaches and volunteers. Cardiac incidents can happen to anyone at any time on the pitch.
Right now, not every club has a defibrillator.
And the ones that do are not always maintained or ready to use. In a critical moment, with a defib, that could save lives. That's why Football New South Wales, St John Ambulance and Toyota have come together for Every Beat Matters to help clubs around New South Wales to access defibrillators, cover maintenance and build a register so we know exactly where every unit is around the state. All you need to do is buy a ticket through Raffletix. $5 can make a difference. Every ticket goes towards funding defibrillators and maintenance for clubs that need it most. A live fundraising board shows exactly how much is being raised. And every ticket you buy puts you in the draw to win a Toyota Corolla. One ticket, real impact. Help your club be ready when it matters. So buy your ticket today.
Because I'm not starting at one place and then... Yeah. And you know what? It's funny, anyway, because we were something from the final... Yeah. You know, as soon as they started...
back at North Turramurra. 1-0 the half-time score. APIA lead. Ashley Leonard, the goal scorer. In a game that I think Northern Tigers, in my opinion, had more the chances, but APIA been very smart. Their defence has been great to watch, and it's been a good game of football. Northern Tigers obviously wanting to send off Beth Bernardi on a winning note. Mentioned before, the game between Uni, New South Wales and Hills was 1-1. APIA in the NPL Women's. They can basically use this as the warm-up into the finals next week. They will finish in third regardless of the result today. The likelihood they'll take on University of New South Wales. Unless they were to lose by a margin and the Wanderers were able to somehow win by a space as well. Goal difference, obviously, a friend for APIA Leichhardt. So, by default, obviously, if I'm right in saying it was 1-1 between University and Hills, as here's a chance for Northern Tigers. This will be interesting. Now, this will be very intriguing what the call is. Was a change of goalkeeper too for APIA. It was Johnston with the challenge. And now the linesman's been called in. Oh boy, what's going to be said here? Oh no. Oh no. This will be very interesting. Referee in the middle. Lara Hogan. Yep, I thought that would be the case. What is it, about a minute since she's come onto the field, and that's it. They're all standing there going, really? Trying to unpack what happened. Now the question is, who's going to keep? Well, Lancaster's getting ready to come onto the field now. And she comes off Johnston after being on the field for about a minute. About a minute of that. I need to see this challenge again. I think we knew it was going to be a red card. I thought that would be the case. The red card is given. Seeing the challenge on McMahon again. It was going to be the call. So Pryor comes on. That's the first change. Obviously all this is working out with a goalkeeper jersey to put on one of the players now. So we're trying to work out what is happening exactly. All happening right in front of us, but the dugout, because it's got a bit of a dip, I can't quite see the player putting the jersey on. So she's wearing the Johnston jersey, but it is Lancaster that will keep. So hopefully that won't confuse me. Better put that on paper. Johnston's off the field, obviously, red card. So Johnston comes, as I said, she's already off the field, but she got the red card, and now we will see some changes. So, what a crazy game this has become now for APIA. Northern Tigers, all of a sudden, have a real live chance of getting an equaliser. I never thought I'd see something like this. So this will be taken by Cartwright. Cartwright. Just outside the penalty area. Moves in. Bounces off the wall. Now this is Grass trying to chip it forward, looking for the handball. I think it's been called. Oh, this is crazy now. All of a sudden, it's all happening. So now they'll be just outside the area to be taken by McMahon. McMahon works it up. Oh, wow! Wow! McMahon has scored an absolute pearler. Wow! I don't think it would have mattered who was keeping in that situation. That is top bins, go and fetch it. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, you see some beautiful moments in football, and that is a gorgeous goal. An absolute gorgeous goal. Can't wait to see the replay of that one. As now APIA looking to come back, just seeing the goal again. Oh boy, that is an absolute masterstroke. Lily McMahon. That's what goal 5 for the season. It's 1-1. Scoreboard quickly changed. It's funny how when Northern Tigers score, that scoreboard gets fixed pretty quickly. Chico takes the throw. I don't think we'll get over that for a while. McMahon down the left side of Simpson goals. That was a pearler free kick as Walker. Remember, Lancaster's keeping now. Johnston. Margus was red carded a minute into the second half. So now it's Keach again. It goes to a right. Going forward is Anton. Anton working and sliding it to a right. Coming back to Bernardi. Here's a chance again for Cartwright, but it's stopped by Lancaster. It's all happening. Keach trying to work it forward. Bounced off the defence of APIA. 1-1 the score. APIA down to 10 players. Northern Tigers. What have they got in the tank now? As we're going to play on the ground. So is that Feeney? I think it's fine. It is Feeney. Just want to see she's clutching it.
Forward.
Hand?
Forward.
Yeah, fingers. Definitely fingers. So straight to the medical professional to help her out. Meanwhile, in the meantime, it's 10 on 10.
Forward, first pass forward.
APIA in Northern Tigers heading into this game. We knew it would be exciting, even though we knew where both teams were going to be or how their seasons were tracking. But we're still in for a fantastic game. So much, as I said, so much now to digest from this game. Oh, don't we love it? Don't we love it? So Keach working to a right. Eventually Bernardi will have possession. Beth Bernardi. As once again it is Cartwright. Northern Tigers. Through Wilson to a right. Ball comes back. So, Feeney on the field again. She's on the left side as we speak. Feeney trying to go for a run. Chico in the fence. Northern Tigers going forward once more. Hamilton, left foot in. Saved by Lancaster. APIA. I don't think this is the script they thought was going to be the case in the second half. Down the 10. In a bizarre situation, they made a change to goalkeeper. And as soon as that's happened, like pretty much, it's a minute into the second half, we've seen APIA lose their goalkeeper for the rest of the match. Should be disappointed with that challenge. There's not more you can say about it. Just, as I said, I think we're all in shock how that happened. But anyway, all of a sudden, like this game has really heated up. Oh, we're in for an absolute thrilling ending of NPL Women's tonight. McMahon to take the throw after that ripping goal. Chico. Northern Tigers. Now Morris was on a run, but she quickly comes back. Pryor, who's on the field, as we noted before. Nat Pryor. Obviously, they had to make a couple of changes. APIA for this. Now, on this left side, McMahon. Another change. This time it's Northern Tigers. Who's coming on here? Looks like it's Beth Gordon. So Beth Gordon to make her way onto the field. Game 11 this season for the Northern Tigers. The second time this season off the bench. And a round of applause. Beth Bernardi comes back to the dugout. Final game for the Northern Tigers. Great career she's had for the club. Congratulations to Beth Bernardi. And the captain's armband today. Disappointing she didn't get the goal. She got a chance, I think, early in the first half. But anyway, we're in for what is going to be an absolute epic ending. I didn't think we were going to end up in this situation as Beth Gordon already getting involved. The ball was low and it's saved. So Cartwright with that effort before. There's now the Northern Tigers once again. Looking to set up. Just seen what I'm going to call one of the goals of the year. If you haven't seen it, it'll be on social media soon. I would say that in a heartbeat. Go back, if you just joined us now, you can go back on YouTube and find it. As again, here come the Northern Tigers, shut down by APIA. Rose. Offside called. So the ball goes out. If you just joined us, 1-1 the score. At the 60th minute in this contest. NPL New South Wales Women's. Well, there you go. Chico will take the throw. Will go the way of Northern Tigers. So this will be Keach on it. Keach to her right. Nice ball on from Grass. Anton. Header by McMahon. This time it's over the top. Oh boy, could you imagine she scored 2 of the goals of the season tonight? Because that could have been a very nice header. Not to me though, like she's trying McMahon. These APIA who are having the opportunity to set up once again for Lancaster. Lancaster, if you just joined us, is keeping. Sophie Johnston. A red card a minute into the second half. She only just came onto the field too. That happened. As now it's played on by Feeney. Here they come again. Now this is Morris on a run. At the end, the ball does go out. Chance for the Northern Tigers once more. Cartwright. Now Beth Gordon. Cries of handball. Not coming. Throw taken by Keach. This is Grass. And now Beth Gordon. Ball comes back. Now it's Anton. Northern Tigers. There's another goal on the cards. Morris back inside. APIA shut it down. Chico. Kissick over halfway. Nice work by Keach. Now it's Beth Gordon. Nice ball inside to Cartwright. Anton. Kissick heads it, but oh no, this is a chance. Hamilton was shut down pretty quickly though. Wilson. Anton. Grass. Feeney. Beats letter. So now at the back it's Grove. Haven't seen much of her in the second half, have we? Grove. And now it'll be Keach. And here's an opportunity once more. McMahon crosses it in. The touch wasn't overly favourable for Hamilton. Northern Tigers again, Feeney. Feeney on the left foot. Feeney! Feeney! You are kidding me! You are kidding me! Just stop it! First we saw smoke on the right of the net, now the left of the net. The net will need replacing in a moment. (2-1), and all of a sudden I don't know what one's the goal of the season, or the goal of the week at the very least. What a fabulous goal. 2-1. Northern Tigers lead. If you are just a football fan or just a punter just who enjoys sport, this is the game you want to sit down and watch on a Saturday night. Doesn't matter who was keeping. Like Lancaster, I feel for her because two of the best goals we've seen. She's had to just sit there and just go, well, I can't do anything about it. No keeper would be able to do anything about it. They're just two smokers. Like, seriously. How freaking good. Northern Tigers. Northern Tigers. I got to be honest, when I came here, I thought, well, APIA probably should win this game. And, you know, when it was 1-0 at half time, I'm like, yeah, look, that's probably how I probably saw this game playing out. But all of a sudden, the confidence Northern Tigers have got, and as I said in the first half, they had a lot of the possession. Like, it's not like they haven't had the possession until the red card to the keeper in Sophie Johnston. No, like, it was always the case. Just all of a sudden, Northern Tigers have just lifted. The Northern Tigers trying to hold out APIA, who are looking for a goal. Now the flag wasn't up. Goes over the top, let up. So 2-1. Northern Tigers lead. APIA 67 minutes in. Marlon Feeney the goal scorers for Northern Tigers. And APIA Ashley Litter. Grove to restart things. Works at the halfway. Now it's Walker. Works the ball on. She's going to shut it down, Feeney. Now it's Northern Tigers once more. Kissick loses possession. Now it's Hamilton. Morris has a chance. Morris steps inside. Morris! Save is made. Congratulations, Lancaster. She's been peppered. She's been peppered. And for somebody who's not a regular goalkeeper, she's making sure she does her job as best as she can. It's a good save by Lancaster. Just confidence factor. As now the ball has worked over the top. McMahon was looking for another worldie. I'll be honest, I don't know where this game's going to go. 68 minutes in. 2-1. It's Northern Tigers leading APIA. I thought that was a third goal for Northern Tigers. 1-0 was the halftime score. Now it's 2-1 to Northern Tigers. APIA led as Morris again tried to get the header down. Good control by Keach. And now Grass works it to her right. Feeney. Keach back to Feeney. Now, ball goes on to Grass. Feeney's got the captain's armband on us too. There's Anton. Anton trying to work it back inside. It was a soft ball. Cleared away by Lobo. So now the ball's worked into the mixer again. Here's McMahon. Oh, great save again by Lancaster. And the APIA team in the dugout are making sure they support her, because that was great work. So the chaos at NTRA continues. Tell you what, I'm on a little stand that I think I'm going to fall over in a moment if we see another cracker. But this has just been awesome. So, Northern Tigers, was played by Beth Gordon. Hamilton wasn't going to beat Lancaster for the ball. Lancaster hoiks it over halfway. It is a full moon, so I suppose we should expect madness. Don't forget Madness NPL men's tomorrow, final day of the regular season. Jockeying for places in the final six, the bottom half of the top six, I should note. Premiership race obviously decided last week. APIA have got it in the men's, and as we mentioned, Sydney Olympic officially relegated. Tomorrow we'll, I guess, see the last rites as this is all happening here. It was crazy. Morris was taken down. It was a bit of a situation. Foul will be called towards APIA. Actually, I should say there's one where Morris will be disappointed because I think she thought it should have been her free kick. It was her and Rose in it. Anyway, it all settles down now. We hope. APIA down 2-1. 18 minutes of regulation time remaining. Beth Gordon to her right to Wilson. Wilson over halfway. To the right to Anton. Hamilton crosses it inside. Who's at the far post? It was McMahon. Back. Lifting again, APIA. Need to defend hard as Grass works it across. Ball by Anton inside. Cartwright taken down the challenge by Rose. Foul will go the way of Northern Tigers. Okay. So this will be another chance. No, let's settle down. Cartwright's going to take this free kick. I don't think we'll see anything as exciting as what we saw early in this first half. So now, what's it going to look like here? It's Cartwright. 25 yards from goal. She'll be on the right foot. Cartwright works it in position. And Castellet's a bouncer. It's APIA who will now have the goal kick. Lancaster. NTRA the venue. The NPL Women's 2026. Final week of the regular season. As again, here's a chance for Wilson. Oh, great defence. Capitan Nellis. Ball goes out. Will be a throw for APIA. Against APIA, I should say. Northern Tigers ball. So now Northern Tigers again. A chance, Beth Gordon deflects off. Feeney went to her right. Was worked forward Again by Northern Tigers, shut down by APIA. Ball will come back to Grove. And the Grove looks. There's Grove again, one position. So we're going to have another change of goalkeeper here too. 4 change. I need someone to help me out. Have we ever seen 4 different goalkeepers for the same side? I don't think so. Now, I do need to find out who he's going to be keeping. So this ball goes to the right. So Imogen Lane it will be. She's about to be keeping. She's having a smile. So I wonder if it will be a situation where Lancaster will go onto the field or if her time in the game is going to be elapsed. We'll wait and see. But Lane will be called upon. 4 keepers in the one game for one team. I don't think we've ever seen that. There is a full moon. Yeah, good. Good. Ball is played away by Anton.
I'll try not to do that outside the box, so.
Grove. Ball comes up towards halfway. Headed down by Grass. Now Hamilton. Hamilton again on this left side. Now it's been won by APIA. Megale's on the field. Well, there'll be a lot of questions with that. It'll be an APIA throw, but you can see why APIA players are not happy about that whole situation. Throw comes in. Now it's APIA again on the attack. Gale back. Pryor. Tasha Pryor goes back to a keeper. Lancaster. Lancaster is able to boot it. Morris heads it and goes out for a throw. 12 minutes remaining in this one. NPL Women's, New South Wales. Go the way of APIA here, and this will be interesting, this whole play.
Are you kidding me, Raz?
So Lancaster is about to put her normal jersey on. She's done her stint as a keeper. Lane's going to come on to keep now. So there will be a change, but she's going to wear Lane's jersey. That might confuse me. She's wearing Lane's jersey, but she swapped with Lane. Yeah, okay. Is that because the number? I'm not even going to try to work that out. I think it is to do with whatever number the place, if it's a fit. Anyway, the ball was worked from halfway by Pryor. I'm only making it up. As now the ball comes down. This is for Gale and lets it sit back. And now Capitanellis works it down for Gale on the left. Walker. Walker. Chico. Ball back inside. Lancaster. Works it to her left. Fagale's got it. Lancaster calling for it.
Loba early, Loba early. Pass early. Step up, step up. Man, Lisa. Go. You got cover.
So Pryor again. Pryor. Ball played out. Nice work by Keach. So 9 minutes of regulation time at hand. 2-1 Northern Tigers lead. The Beth Bernardi send-off game. She's off the field. Captain's armband is now on Feeney, who just scored an absolute rip schnorter. So a lot happening in this one. At some point we'll be able to breathe. Lancaster, and that is definitely Lancaster, wearing Imogen's lane number, as now Lancaster shoots, but Grove makes the save, and then she comes down to make sure she definitely got control of it. Yeah, so definitely wearing Imogen Lane's jersey, but Lancaster is on the field. Imogen Lane is keeping. Now, as I said, Sophie Johnston was sent off, so that's the reason why we've got a bit of a confusion situation. And we should note, Golubolovsky was actually subbed at half-time. So that's why we're in a crazy situation. I think they've used all their subs now, because Beaufils won't be able to come on. And of all that, hopefully I've been able to somehow clarify what's happening. I don't even know what's happened myself, to be honest, with that. All the changes that have happened in that regard. Pryor's got possession. Walker played it back. There's now is a chance, but she'll shut down Chico trying to beat Grove. Grove has kept very well when she's been called upon. I know there's a goal against her, but she's done a job. Remember, a whole slate of games tomorrow to watch from 5 p.m. You've got the one game at 3-2. Illawarra Stingrays play at 3 p.m. Illawarra Stingrays. But we're concentrating on this one. And the NPL Women's ball goes over halfway. Finney lets Grove take it.
Come on, keep building. Got plenty of time, plenty of time. Come on. Just believe in the one, believe in the one.
So this will be with Keach, who goes back to Grove. Grove. And now the ball flicks off Chico. Northern Tigers have it. Now it's played forward by Cartwright. Morris is on a run. Morris now. She's got plays in the middle. Will she work it herself? APIA win it, but here's a shot by Beth Gordon, quickly fired wide to the left. Another change to be had for Northern Tigers, Kuzula. Kuzula to come on. And I think that's Cartwright coming off. Cartwright off, Kazula on. It's Northern Tigers who lead 2-1. 5 minutes of regulation time at hand. Gets it off the field. APIA trying to hold on here. Just got the feeling there might be another goal for the Northern Tigers. Obviously, APIA are in the finals. There's no problem with that. Unless the result is crazy between Wanderers and Olympic and they win by a whole slate of goals. I don't think APIA is going to lose third spot, but it'll be interesting what does happen out of all that. As we're about to see a set piece taken from Isabella Keach. Isabella Keach looking for runners. Ball's worked up. It's headed away by Chico. And goes out. Ball comes back. And APIA have to watch what Northern Tigers do here. Feeney wins the ball back, boots it down, but it's going to go straight to the keeper, Imogen Lane. She gets a round of applause, Imogen Lane, and now she boots it towards halfway. Grass heads it. Morris decides to head it. Bit of head tennis, and eventually it will drop down. Hamilton couldn't get to it, and it will be, once again, a chance for Lobo. Loses possession. Now Lobo. And now it's Northern Tigers who are offside. Imogen, I should say, on that occasion, Morris was offside. Imogen Brain on the brain, I should say. Imogen Lane on the brain. It's cold. I'm trying to work out what I'm trying to say. But Imogen Lane keeping at the moment. Ball goes over halfway. So APIA once again. Ball worked in by Lancaster. And it goes out. So, closing stages of this one at North Turramurra. Let up. Loses possession. Now drops down Pryor. Walk up. Again, it's the APIA side working forward. Lancaster couldn't get to it. Beth Gordon's running for it. Ball's worked forward. Northern Tigers hit it down. McMahon. Good work by Walker. Now Fagale. Fagale works it to her left. Sprinting across the boot of the way is Wilson. So the Northern Tigers, a day when they farewell Beth Bernardi, are about to get the prize. 3 points to end the season on a high. Ball goes back to Walker. Walker. Foul goes the way of APIA. Morris is not happy with it. That's the call by Lara Hogan.
Let's go, you can sit out, you're the line out. No! Whoa, AR, we've subbed out keep it twice and you've given us 4 minutes. That's not enough. Sir, that's not enough. Sir, with all due respect, it's not enough. That's why I said a minimum of 4. It could go more. No, mate.
So now, 4 minutes of additional time has been added. Question is, should it be more? That's what the coach of APIA is suggesting, and I can understand why.
All due respect, we've unloaded our bench, had a red card left to be deliberated on, we've changed our whole bench across and given us 4 minutes. That's not enough. Lily, that's a save, Lily! It's probably going to be irrelevant, but it's not enough. Lily, here! One more! Lily! Good foot on it, good plenty of time, good foot on it. Go on! Get your foot on it, please!
Beth Gordon lobs it to the left. Familton's got it. Familton again. Using the corner. Yep, using the corner. Ball played out by APIA. What's the call going to be? No, it's played last by Northern Tigers. So Northern Tigers lead this 2-1. Looking for a third goal. Now comes back to Keach. Keach looking, stopping and starting. And now it's Gordon using the sideline, played out by Natasha Pryor. So Northern Tigers again at the corner flag. 2-1 the score. It's APIA who led the game 1-0 at half time. She'll let us score in goal 100 in APIA colours. Then we've seen McMahon and Feeney score great goals. Morris is trying to get into the action. She's tried very hard all day, Morris. I've really enjoyed how she's tried to get on runs throughout the contest. What can they offer up? The Northern Tigers late in this game. It was McMahon across to Hamilton, who touched it last. That's by Northern Tigers last. Time ticking. Imogen Lane wants to work it forward. She's keeping at the moment Imogen Lane. APIA trying to go forward. It was lobbed up initially by Kazula. Now, Beth Gordon wants to get herself well and truly on the book. Where's Beth Gordon? Because she will be the target late in the piece, you'd imagine. She's got possession on the right now. She had support in Gazula. APIA, though, doing their best to try to win it. Now it's Northern Tigers again. Hamilton taken down the edge of the box. There you go. Referee just wants to make sure Hamilton's okay. Will be a drop ball for APIA. So now it's booted by Imogen Lane. McMahon And now it's Morris. Morris taken down. That's it. APIA have lost to the Northern Tigers 2-1 in what was a chaotic second half. So National would have scored the opening goal for APIA, but the second half, cracking goals. If you haven't seen them, go and see them. They're just great goals. McMahon off the set piece, and then Keach, Isabella Keach, the first, or I should say Amelia Feeney, I should say, with her second goal of the season with an absolute beauty. Got Keach on the head. She had possession in the second half, but 2-1 the score. Goal scorers Feeney, as I mentioned before, and also McMahon. 2-1. Northern Tigers defeat APIA. As we mentioned before, earlier before a between Union game against, so it was the University of New South Wales against Hills. And it was a good win, or a good draw, I should say, for Hills. And games coming up tomorrow. Just getting those popping up on my screen. So tomorrow we will see the encounter between Illawarra and Macarthur at 3, 5 Sydney University and Manly, Western City and Bulls at 5, and Western Sydney Wanderers and Sydney Olympic at 5 p.m. as well. NPL men's tomorrow, I'll be at Belmore for the clash between Olympic and Sydney FC. Hope you've enjoyed the action tonight. Back shortly on NPL on Football New South Wales on YouTube with more NPL coverage. I'll be at the men's tomorrow. Plenty of women's games. We'll chat to you later. Bye for now.